Big stories and breaking news first. This is KC24 News at 6, Central Valley's news station.
Our top story at 6 p.m., the home video obtained exclusively by KC24 News of a homeless man being punched repeatedly in the face has garnered national attention. But here at home, the investigation into the two Fresno police officers is being called into question. Good evening, I'm John Brent.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. Thanks for joining us. After seeing the tape provided by KC24 News, Fresno Police Chief Jerry Dyer immediately launched the internal investigation. Carolyn Bruck spoke with two attorneys who are asking the attorney side. Carolyn.
Yesterday, the police chief said, based on the report written by the two officers involved, Glenn Beatty attacked the officers before the recording began. Now, today I spoke with an attorney who says their client says that is not the right account of this incident, and in fact, having sergeants investigate two of their own is dangerous.
So there really isn't a discrepancy between what's in the video and the details provided in the police report in terms of levels of resistance and the actions of the officers. But if you look at just the video in and of itself, it is disturbing on its surface.
Now that the police have seen what's in the video, they can't deny it. They would have denied it, most likely, before they saw the video. But now they've seen it, so they have to explain it. That's why they're saying, oh, it didn't happen. They're saying, yeah, it happened, but you don't see what happened for 8 minutes before. Well, nothing happened 8 minutes before that. And that's what our witnesses are going to say.
There are two sides to every story. The Fresno Police Department has their version of the events that took place Monday morning during the arrest of 52-year-old Glenn Beatty. And then there are witness accounts.
Why is he shocking him like that?
But what is the truth? Immediately after the release of the tape, Police Chief Jerry Dyer called for an internal investigation with two of the department's sergeants at the helm.
But we take these matters very, very seriously because we know that the public trusts us to use force appropriately. And they also trust us to do internal affairs investigations in a very objective and thorough manner.
Attorneys for at least two witnesses to Beatty's arrest question the legitimacy of an investigation conducted by a department they say has a lot to lose.
We've asked the Attorney General to conduct an investigation. The Attorney General hasn't paid $2 million to homeless people within the past year in Fresno. The Attorney General is not under attack for his police officers being corrupt or acting improperly. The Fresno Police Department is, and they have a financial interest and they have a reputational interest. They feel that the Fresno Police Department cannot fairly investigate their own people under these circumstances.
Now, speaking with the police chief yesterday, he did say the sergeants in charge of this investigation are looking to speak with all witnesses to get an accurate version of what happened during their arrest. But I did speak with attorneys who are not involved in this case, and they say regardless of what happened before the videotape began, what is on that videotape is damaging enough that these officers are definitely in trouble. Back to you guys.
All right, Carolyn Bruck tonight, thank you. And Fresno Mayor Ashley Swearingen is reacting to the violent arrest caught on camera. President Phillips continues our exclusive team coverage.
Well, John, Mayor Swearingen returns home from Washington, D.C. tomorrow and says her highest priority will be to meet with Police Chief Jerry Dyer and City Manager Andy Souza to, in her own words, make sure an incident like this doesn't happen again. After issuing a statement about this Wednesday about this violent arrest video obtained exclusively by KC24 News on Tuesday morning, the mayor phoned into our station to comment further. The mayor told me today that the city of Fresno now has a bit of a crisis on its hands. She felt this incident caught on camera was concerning and extremely disturbing, and told me that while this incident is fully investigated, it's also important from a policy standpoint to strongly consider putting an independent police auditor in place for the long haul.
So I was really concerned. I think anybody that saw the video probably had the same reaction. It was very disturbing. Having said that, I know that the entire incident was not captured on video, and that it's important to take in all the facts, and that work is going on right now. But it definitely got my attention, and I'm taking this very, very seriously.
And Mayor Swearingen tells me her first concern is that the citizens of Fresno and the entire law enforcement community are treated fairly and justly. The mayor says she has confidence in Chief Dyer's leadership as well as the entire police department and feels this incident is not a good representation of the Fresno PD as a whole. John, Stephanie.